So this is age. After age, we will have a gender. So I'm going to copy this entire thing. And now we change it to gender. For gender, class gender, name gender, ID gender. Class here will stay without the select. It will only have required and field. Actually, sorry, this isn't right. We're going to have a div here, and inside of this div we will have a radio buttons. Input type radio, and we have a name gender with the ID of gender underscore 1. Then we will have class required, and we will have a value of 1, and title will be please select one option. And we can close our input tag. After this input tag, we'll have a label with for gender 1. As you may remember, for attribute refers to the ID of the input tag, of the specific tag basically. Male, and then next one, I'm just going to copy this entire thing. We will need to change the gender 1 to 2, value 2, and obviously for attribute 2 as well, and rather than male is going to be female. Okay, why did we wrap it within a div? Div by default is displaying as a block. If we add later on validation to this, it's going to be prepended to this TD tag. Then it will be displayed above this div tag. If we didn't put the div tag, then the text would go to the left, all these radio buttons would go to the right, and so on. That's why we're using this one to basically distinguish between a warning message and the input tags themselves. So after this selection here, we copy the entire gender section and paste it underneath again. And this time we will have our checkbox with terms and conditions. TH, we're going to replace this label with non-breakable space because we want this table heading to be blank. We remove this class from the table cell. We apply span with the class terms, empty span. Then we will have a div as well, and only this time we replace this radio with checkbox, and the name will be terms, ID terms, value once required, and the title will be please indicate that you agree with our terms and conditions. And I think that's gonna do for now. This label as well obviously have to be terms, and I agree to the terms and conditions. And we can remove the second input and a second label. So that's nearly it. We also need to put the submit button. So the last table row TR with the table heading with non-breakable space. Then we go for the TD with the input type submit, class submit, and value submit. Then we can close the input tag, and we are done with our index.php.